Hello class 9, let's continue our class. So today today we'll start new topic, that is same chapter but new topic. Okay. So write down the midpoint theorem. Okay, so the midpoint theorem. So midpoint theorem is, just let me glance you. Okay, so if I have a triangle, then if I draw, these are the midpoint. Okay, and if I draw a line through this midpoint, then this line is parallel with this. Okay, this is what the midpoint theorem says. Okay, so let's see how this happens. Okay, so let's write down first theorem. Write down theorem 8.9. The line segment 8.9, the line segment joining the midpoints of two side. Okay, two side of a triangle is parallel to the third side. Okay, so the line segment joining the midpoint of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side. That means isn't it? So now let's first draw triangle. Okay, so this is our triangle. Let's see, this is our triangle. Let us say our triangle ABC is given, isn't it? Then this and these are midpoints. Okay, E and F are midpoints. So I'm joining these two. Okay, so I'm again drawing this one, and if I produce this, then I'll get D. Okay, now compare these two triangles. Okay, so by comparing these two triangles, so write down proof. In triangle AEF and triangle CDF, see, these angles are equal, isn't it? Yes or no? And EF equals to DF. Okay, so EF, write down EF equals to DF. These two are equal. Then angle EFE equals to angle DFC. Right. Next one. Next, these two angles are also equal, isn't it? These angles and this angle, alternate angles. So angle EAF equals to angle FCD, alternate angles, isn't it? So therefore triangle AEF is congruent with triangle CDF. So these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so therefore BCD is a parallelogram, isn't it? BCDE. So this is your parallelogram. Therefore, which implies BCDE is a parallelogram, isn't it? Right. So if these are parallelogram, then these two are parallel, isn't it? So which implies EF parallel with BC, isn't it? So also you can write, also EF should always equals to half of BC. Okay, you should remember this one. EF equals to half of BC, or you can write half of ED. Okay, so this is the theorem, midpoint theorem. Okay, now next just see below this theorem, there is theorem 8.10, the line drawn, this is a converse of midpoint theorem, okay, ulta bhandecha, okay, alternate, okay. So the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side bisect the third side. If I draw this line from the midpoint of this side and parallel to this side, then this will divide the third side. These two are equal. That is your converse of midpoint theorem, okay. So hope you understood the theorem. If you don't, then let's see, okay. Like okay, now next, to be a parallelogram, this side ED equals to BC should be there, and ED should parallel with BC. These two conditions will make any quadrilateral into parallelogram, okay. These two conditions, okay, parallel and equal, okay. So that will make the figure parallelogram, okay. Otherwise those figures are quadrilateral, okay. So now let's start exercise 8.2. मजाले बुकबाट हेर्दा पनि बुझिहाल्छ यो midpoint theorem, okay. So let's see. So 8.2, see 8.2 exercise 8.2 question number 1 solution. So first draw the figure, then we'll start solving, okay. So this is what our figure, isn't it? And A, B, C, D. Next one is these are midpoints, okay. Midpoints. So midpoints are R, Q, P, S, and this is your diagonal. EC is a diagonal, isn't it? It is given, okay. So you have to show that, or to prove, first one is what? SR parallel with EC, or SR equals to half of EC. So you can write given, okay. Just write down given. Given ABCD is a quadrilateral, okay, and PQRS are midpoints. This AC is a diagonal, okay. So first write down in triangle. Where is SR? So take that triangle, okay. So in triangle, this triangle ABC, okay. In triangle EBC, ABC. P is our midpoint, isn't it? P is a midpoint. P is what? Midpoint. In triangle ABC, P is your midpoint, okay. So that midpoint of AB, okay. And Q is also a midpoint, isn't it? And Q is midpoint of BC, isn't it? So these two are midpoints. Then according to midpoint theorem, what we will get? We will get, therefore PQ is parallel with AC, isn't it? Yes or no? If these two are midpoint and this is passing through the midpoint, then this is parallel with AC. Also you can write and PQ equals to half of AC, isn't it? Yes or no? So this is your one, right? Next one, see in triangle ADC, see S is a midpoint midpoint of AD and R is midpoint of DC, isn't it? So therefore what you will get by according to midpoint theorem, this SR is parallel with AC, isn't it? Or and if this happens, then SR equals to half of AC, isn't it? Yes or no? Half of AC. So these two are done, isn't it? Yes or no? First question we done, isn't it? Now next write down from 1 and 2. Next what to prove? First let's see. Second, PQ equals to, second one is your PQ equals to SR, isn't it? So from 1 and 2 you'll get half of AC, half of AC, so PQ equals to SR, isn't it? So from first equation, first and second, what we'll get? So those two are equal with the same thing, then they are equal to each other. Euclid's axiom, okay? So from 1 and 2, PQ equals to SR, right? And PQ is parallel with SR also, okay? And PQ is parallel with SR also. They are parallel, isn't it? So now third one. See, this is second one. Now third one. So what to do? PQRS is a parallelogram, isn't it? So if PQ is parallel with SR and PQ equals to SR, then PQRS is your parallelogram. Then PQRS is a parallelogram. Why? Because PQ equals to SR, PQ is parallel with SR. So so 2, 3, 4, do it, okay? Then comes 5, question number 5. Let me do 6, 7. You can do, isn't it? So let me try question number 5 also. You can do, isn't it? So just find it, okay? So let's start question number 5. Okay, so draw the figure first. Figure पहिला बनाऊ, then we'll start. See, figure is like this, isn't it? Very important question. Every year it used to come. This is a figure, isn't it? Then what you have? You have E, and you have, this is your F, E, then D, B, A, B, C, okay? And this is your line D, P, Q. Trisect you have to find. So to prove, write down to prove. What to prove? To prove, write down to prove or to show, okay? So that, to show. What to show? You can write dp equals to pq equals to qb or bq, okay? Same thing, qb or bq. Now start with the triangle, okay? Since E, F, E, those are midpoint, okay? Midpoint just a banao alikati. These are midpoints, okay? These are midpoints, okay? So what happens if these are midpoints, E and F, then what happens? Then AE equals to how much? AE equals to how much? Half of AB, isn't it? Yes sir. Then CF equals to how much? Half of DC. Half of DC. A equals to half of AB. Okay, यहाँ पर निकालेगा. Okay. And CF equals to half of DC, isn't it? Yes or no? Now, but AB equals to CD. Yes or no? And AB is parallel with CD, isn't it? AB equals to CD, and this is your parallelogram, so that's why these two are equal. Then they are parallel also, isn't it? Yes. Now AE equals to how much? AE equals to CF. These two are also equal. If these two are equal, so then AE equals to how much? AE is parallel with CF. Clear? So ACEFC, AECF is a parallelogram. First group, these are parallelogram. So AECF is a parallelogram. Yes or no? This happens. Okay. So now what happens? Next, triangle BAP. This point is a P, isn't it? Now start in triangle BAP. Pause garnu, okay, you'll understand. So now next, in triangle BAP, E is a midpoint, isn't it? And E is midpoint of AB, isn't it? So what else? So we'll get EQ equals, parallel with AP, isn't it? Yes or no? These two are parallel to each other. So Q is a midpoint. Q is a midpoint. Right. Q is a midpoint of PB. Now next, PQ equals to what happens? QB, if Q is a midpoint, isn't it? So next, similarly, take DCQ, then those are also equal, isn't it? Triangle base, so you'll get DP equals to PQ, isn't it? So this is your fourth, this is your third. Let's take, so from third and fourth, what you will get? You'll get DP equals to what you will get? PQ equals to QB. Done, isn't it? Yes. So we just applied converse and as well as the midpoint theorem. Okay. So hope you understood. So thank you class. So next class we will start areas. Okay. So timro homework is surface area and volume. Heron's formula, just see. Okay. Heron's formula. Okay. So why? Because what we are doing, because during Dasera I have to complete this surface area, then statics is there and probability, 2 chapter left. Okay. So so stay home. Thank you class for today.